Okay, we have the Bengali Bombers on the Week 12 podcast. His second trip in the last 3 weeks. Welcome to the show, Bengali Bombers.
Thanks, Dave. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Safe and a healthy one for all GMs and their families.
All right, we have Bengali Bombers with a big 85-point win versus the G-Men. Your second 80-plus point week in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was the shock and awe effect on the G-Men. And it was, what they used to call carpet bombing the hell out of the GM. Everybody scored, all the pieces were in place, and I think the G-Men were embarrassed, but, you put up a decent effort. But again, it's always sweet to just get a lopsided victory like that when it's over on Sunday and Monday doesn't even matter.
All right, as you probably already know, the last several weeks, probably the last 5 or 6 games, Ryan Tannerhill has stepped up for your team, whether he's been on your bench or he's been active. What are your thoughts about Tannerhill going forward? He's definitely helped you get the victory last week with 24 points, 4 touchdowns total against a Bronco team.
Yeah, he's not done. I drafted him for a reason, read up on him a little bit. This was a make or break year for him. Knew he was going to deliver, gave Cam a shot. Now Cam goes to the bench. Tannerhill is in.
All right, that's Bengali Bomb is confident that Tannerhill can help him get to the playoffs. Week 12 podcast show. You have to have the most points for the week to get on the show at the Trash Mouth podcast show in New York City. All right.
So what else is new, though? I've done this, this is the 5th time this year out of 12 weeks. This is, most points. What else is new?
That's a confident Bengali Bomber team. He's tied with the End Zone Freaks in total points going to Week 13. All right, and Bengali Bombers, your Week 13 opponent is End Zone Freaks. I'm sure he would love to beat you to prevent you from making the playoffs. He doesn't have to hear the word Peyton Manning ever again. What do you have to do to make your 3rd playoff appearance in the last 4 years with a victory? If you win this week, you're in.
Yeah, just 4 points, and as long as the defense will show up on Thursday, because I think he's got 4 or 5 players going tomorrow, and if he can hold them down on Thursday where he doesn't have too big of a lead, the Bombers will cover it on Sunday and won't even need Tannehill on Monday.
Okay. Another player on your team that stepped up the last couple of weeks is Crowell, a rookie. You made an early roster move for him, more of like a flex option, but he definitely delivered for you last week, and he's slowly becoming one of your best running backs on your team.
Yeah, he's been a flex option today, but now with Ben Tate on, he's going to get more and more carries, and he's shown that he can take on the road, and, as they say, it's fresh legs, because Caden used to share the ball around, not anymore, he's the guy.
All right, Bengali Bomb is talking about his Week 13 opponent, End Zone Freaks. Several of his players early in the season roster moves are now, over the last 6 weeks, totally producing. Benjamin, Crowell, Action, Jackson. So, this part of the show, we have the podcast parting shots. Tmffl, a win and you're in weekend. What do you got to say to the Trash Mouth fantasy football world that's listening to this podcast right now?
Yeah, so let me run it down for the GMs here. Bombers are making the playoffs, and you know what happens when I make the playoffs? It's a whole different ballgame, and I show up, unlike other GMs. I'm talking about specifically End Zone Freaks, who make the playoffs but can't seem to win it. So, the Widowmakers, yeah, they had a good season. I call them the Widow Fakers now, because they really, it was a mirage, right? The first few weeks, a hot winning streak, lately going down. Whoopee, you got a pretty decent team, but again, playoffs, whole different ballgame. Sal, I'm sorry, buddy, I think you're going to be out. 6 shooters can pack it in and close the saloon and go home for the year. All the other GMs are pretty much out of it, so we're looking forward to the playoffs. We're going to be in it, the Bombers, And again, once we make the playoffs, we're dangerous as it's proven in the past.
All right, there you go. You just had the podcast parting shots. The Bengali Bombers, two-time trash mouth champion, looking for his third title, his second in the last 3 years. Must beat the Freaks to get in, or you're going to have a little bit of help. So this year will be a very exciting finish. Thanksgiving weekend. Bengali Bombers, we wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for letting us take time out to talk to you about your team and your recent success and your explosive team. Thank you for joining us.